Blessings and welcome to Moments with Michele. Today we are going to take a look at 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. We'll be reading from the Christian Standard Bible, and it reads like this. Everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything. So, permissible, we know, means permission or allowed. Okay, we're allowed. And the word beneficial, let's take a look at beneficial. And I got my little raggedy, the Merriam-Webster dictionary here. Okay. And so for the word beneficial, beneficial means being of benefit or helpful, advantageous, profitable, favorable. Okay, that is beneficial. Okay, so then we know that this is saying that everything is allowable, or we have permission to do what we want. We have freedom or liberty. We know that God didn't create us to be robots. He's given us free will. Okay, but then it's saying that not everything is helpful. Okay, not everything is helpful, or not everything is profitable. Okay, for us to do, and then we should not let things master us. That's what this scripture is stating. Okay, now this is a slogan. Okay, this is a slogan. Okay, that the Corinthians used to use for their immorality. Okay, but then Paul came back and told them, yeah, everything may be permissible, okay, but it's not beneficial. Okay, we should not use our Christian liberty or our freedom, okay, to harm others, okay, or to cause us to sin or to become slaves to sin. All right. Let's say, for instance, that you are out to dinner with some new converts. All right. And it comes time to order your entrees. Okay, it comes time to order. And of course, we know that we are able to drink wine. It's permissible, right? It's allowable. It's not a sin to have a glass of wine, right? Well, although it's permissible or it's allowable, that may not be beneficial. It may not be helpful, because what if the new converts, or one of those new converts, what if they are not able to handle a glass of wine? We know that the word tells us not to be drunk with wine, but we should be sober. What if one of those converts cannot handle a glass of wine? What if they were to become drunk? What if it was to cause one of them to sin? Okay, so it may not be wise or beneficial for you to order a glass of wine, because then it may cause them to order wine. They may feel as though it's okay, but they may not be able to handle that. So then in that case, it may not be beneficial or helpful to do so. You see what I'm saying? That's just like how I shared with you a couple of videos ago, right? How when I used to do that, when I used to dim my light, and how I used to compromise when I used to be in the company of my cousins and some of my friends, when I used to do that, and when I used to drink wine and things in their company, that also was not beneficial or helpful, because if I'm also doing the same things that they're doing, I'm no different than them. And if you're trying to win people's souls who are not walking with the Lord, if you're doing the same things that they're doing, you're no different than them. So how are you going to win them? Because when they're looking at you, they're like, you're doing the same things that I'm doing. So you see how that's not beneficial. That's not helpful. Because then when you try to minister to them, you look the same as them. And then they're like, you're no different than me. So if you're looking just like the world, although your Christian freedom allows you to do some of those things, you're allowed, it's permissible, but see how that's not helpful. Don't let your good be spoken evil of. So you see how everything is permissible. You have the liberty to do that, but is that beneficial? So before you do some things, ask yourself, yeah, this is permissible. I'm allowed to do this, but is this beneficial? Is this helpful? If it's not, then don't become a slave to that. Don't let that put you in bondage. Don't do things that is going to harm other believers or other people. Don't do things that is going to cause others to stumble. Okay, and that is what this scripture is saying. That's what Paul was saying to the Corinthians. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share with you all today. I hope that this video has been a blessing to you all. I hope that you all have a safe and a healthy day. I want you to go in peace, and I'm going to see you on the next video.